All right. Hi, you guys. Welcome to Audrey's reading area on this wonderful Wednesday. Wonderful Multicultural Awareness Wednesday. I'm going to do a different type of book today. As you can see, my props are a little bit different here. Yes, I am doing the San Francisco Exploratorium. Exploratorium, a place where you can explore things. Yes, this is written by Ruth Brown. Written by Ruth Brown. It's a little celebrations book. Don't forget, you guys, click that like button and share this video. Share. Hit that share. 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 Yes. In the meantime, I am here live with you at 5. Alexa, what time is Audrey's reading area?
Audrey reads in her area live at 5 o'clock p.m.
All right, you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Live at 5, Audrey's reading area. Don't forget to go to YouTube, Audrey's reading area, and smash that subscribe button for me. Go ahead. Click that subscribe button for me, you guys. So now, shout out to my grandbaby, Sanaa, Korea, David III, and Caden. I miss and love you guys so much. All right. Now, let's jump right into this book. The San Francisco Exploratorium. Looks like he's exploring some stuff there, huh? So, let's do this. What it looks like on the outside. I don't know how old this book is, but it's black and white pictures. Makes it look really old, right? Shout out to my coworker, Miss Vaught, who gave me a bunch of books to read. She gave me a bunch of books to read. Yes. Shout out to you, Miss Vaught. Thanks again. Thank you. So what it looks like on the outside. If you come to San Francisco, you might see a famous building called the Palace of Fine Arts. That's where you can find the Exploratorium. The palace was built for a huge fair in 1915. Afterwards, all the buildings from the fair were torn down except for the palace. People thought it was too beautiful to lose. Wow. This is a Panama Pacific exposition in 1915. In 1915, people came from all over the world to see the Panama Pacific Exposition. Can you find the Palace of Fine Arts in the picture? It's all the way over on the left. Well, this is what it looks like here. So I'm going to look for it here. Maybe it's here? It said all the way over on the left. I don't know. So many buildings with tops like that. I'm guessing this is it. Looks like it to me. What do you think? All right, you guys. But the building was so big, nobody knew what to do with it. The army put jeeps in it. The telephone company kept telephone books in it. People even played tennis in it. Wow, that's big. Then in 1969, it became a special kind of museum. Let's go inside and see. What it's really like on the inside. Have you ever been to a place where you can't touch anything or make any noise? That kind of sounds like a library, right? That's not what the Exploratorium is like. Not like the library at all. Inside the museum, more than 500,000 people come here every year. I'm going to read the magic shop. You can look right into the machine shop. You can look right into the machine shop and watch new exhibits being built. Wow. I would love that. At the Exploratorium, you can laugh as loud as you want. You can laugh as loud as you want. You can play with light, color, sound, electricity, just about anything you can think of. There are rainbows on the walls. There's a clock made of light. You can make giant bubbles. Leave your shadow on a wall. Look inside an eye. Or touch a tornado. So that stuff is so interesting to me. This book will show you some of the amazing things you can do here. Wow. See, that's why I got this. I like this book. I like exploring and seeing new things. And this one is in San Francisco. You see this one? All about you. It says lots of Exploratorium exhibits help you find out interesting things about yourself, how you see, how you hear, and even how you think. At one exhibit, people look like they're shrinking and growing when they walk around in a crooked room. They're not really changing. It's just what's happening. What happens when your brain gets confused about what it's seeing. Interesting, huh? It says find out how eyes work at the cow's eye dissection. They dissect a cow's eye, meaning they cut it open to look inside and see what it's made of. In the life sciences area, you can ride a special bike to find out how fast your heart beats. A skeleton in a closet lets you see what you'd look like without your skin on. You can even look inside a cow's eye. Sound yucky? Well, maybe a little. But it's pretty amazing too, since a cow's eye works a lot like yours does. You can learn about how you see. Interesting. Isn't it? Did you hear that? It says, did you hear that? Your ears may be funny to look at. Mine go out a little bit at the tops. Don't laugh. But they're good at what they do. The cup shaped outside collects sounds. The hole in the middle lets the sound go deep inside your ear. Then your brain figures out what the sound is. At the Exploratorium, there are lots of ways to experiment with sound and hearing. You can yell into a giant tube to make great echoes. You can make music on a computer. You can find out what happens.
To connect a phone or Bluetooth
Computer.
to your Echo, first,
Computer.
make sure your
Stop. I set it off. You can find out what happens when you try to listen to two people talking at the same time. I tell my students, I know I got two ears, but I can only hear one of you at a time. They start laughing. They think it's funny. I can't hear two people at the same time. Pin bell machine. Let's check this out. And we're going to look at this next. This is the pin bell machine. Pull back the handle and let the ball fly. When your ball hits a bell, it makes the bell ring. Move the bells around and you can play a new tune each time. Interesting. Pitch switch. I didn't know about this place when I went to San Francisco. I didn't know about that place. I'm going to go, next time I go to San Francisco, I'm going to pay this place a visit. Pitch switch. Turn the knob at this exhibit and you can make your voice sound as high as a chipmunk or low as a giant. Low as a giant. That's this place, this spot right here. That must make them laugh. Color words. Here's a language game that might surprise you. Try saying the color that each word is printed in. Don't say the word. So, for instance, this says orange, but it's in blue. So, don't say the word, say the color that it's in. So, you got to say blue. For this one, you got to say black. It says blue, but the color is black. This one is red, but it says lavender. So, we have to say red. This one is green. Can you guys do that too? Okay, go ahead. Try this one. Very good. Can you do this one? It says pink, but the color is yellow. This one says green, but the color is black. I'm going to say red. I'm going to say blue, green. You guys got it? Good job, you guys. You guys are so good. How fast can you go? Sometimes kids are better at this than grown-ups. Ooh, try it on someone else and see how they do. And you know I'm going to try it, right? Hidden pictures. Hidden pictures at the Exploratorium. Things aren't always what they seem. There are people hidden in this exhibit here. Can you find them? Hint. Look in the black spaces between the white columns. So these are little columns, but you can see looks like two people are leaning with their heads leaning in over here too. Like that's a person with their heads leaning in. Wow, it's amazing. And this one, there are two people here. An old lady and a young girl. Can you see them? Hint. Before I read the hint, let's look at this. I see a young lady with like a thing coming on her hair. And it looks like she's got like this thing here. It looks like a young lady. So, can you see them? The young lady's necklace is the old woman's mouth. Oh, can you see it? Because that's the old woman's nose. And that's the old woman's thing. And that's her bang. That's the old woman's nose. Right. And then if you look at it a different way, you could see the lady's head here sideways. And that's her necklace. Can you see both those things, two different things? Wow. The young lady's chin is the old woman's nose. Can you see that? Let's look up close. Wow, that's interesting, isn't it? In the land of the ants. I didn't have any ants, so I put up my little spider there. Sorry. In the land of the ants, could you be as small as an ant? Anybody saw that movie? Oh, I just forgot the name of the movie. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. The kids shrank. He shrank the kids. So they're running around with an ant bigger than them. So they're riding the ant to get places. Love that movie. Could you be as small as an ant? Could an ant grow as big as a person? Only with the help of computers and video cameras. Visit the exhibit called In the Land of the Ants and see what it's like to be in a different sized world. Look at this. This is how they're filming it, right? And look at her. Talk like almost as big as the ant. You see that? Interesting, huh? Magic mirrors. Mirrors can do some pretty tricky things. Touch the spring. Can you keep a secret? The spring looks like it's there, but it's not. It's just a reflection made by a hidden mirror. Wow. Look at this one. Duck into a kaleidoscope. Inside this giant kaleidoscope, 3 mirrors make it look like you are everywhere. 3 mirrors. Make it look like there's so many of you, huh? Interesting. Anti-gravity mirror. If you stand at the edge of this mirror and flap your arm and leg, one arm and one leg, it looks like you can fly. If you have a mirror on a door at home, you can try this yourself. Want to try some mirror tricks at home? Find a really shiny spoon and look at your reflection inside the bowl. Hey, how'd you get upside down? Now look on the back of the spoon. You're right side up again. Different shaped spoons make different kinds of reflections. Nice. Nice. Bubbles. When you mix together soap and water, not only do you get clean, you also get bubbles. Interesting, right? You also get bubbles. Take a look. Bubble film painting. Oh, bubble film painting. That's what you're seeing here. Did you ever notice the rainbow colors in a bubble? The colors tell you how thick the bubble is. I didn't know that. So if you don't see colors at all, it's kind of thin, huh? That's what I'm guessing. When the colors go away and your bubble turns black, watch out. It's about to pop. Once again, here is a picture of the bubbles. Want to make your own bubble stuff? You can make great bubbles at home by mixing a gallon of water with 2/3 of a cup of dish detergent. You'll get the best bubbles if you let the mixture sit a day. I didn't know that either. Wow. Look at that. They are making bubbles and blowing bubbles. Have you ever seen a frozen bubble? Bubbles are made out of soap and water. Sometimes the water in a bubble can freeze into ice. I would love to do that. That's interesting. At this exhibit, bubbles freeze when they touch a block of super cold ice called dry ice. Oh, wow. That sounds like fun. Shadows. Whenever you block the light, you make a shadow. Block the light. Make a shadow. At the Exploratorium, your shadow can be much more than a dark blob. Colored shadowed walls. Wow. Looks interesting. This looks like my boys, my friends, Tribe Called Quest symbol. Looks like it. At the Exploratorium, your shadow can be much more than a dark blob. So here it says, here's a good place to rest. Sit on a bench and watch purple, pink, and green people walk by. Colored lights make rainbow shadows. Recollection, dance inside recollections and watch your shadow turn into a swirl of bright colors. Wow. Interesting. In the dark. This is what the Tactile Dome looks like on the outside. See, this is what it looks like on the outside. This is what the Tactile Dome looks like on the inside. Do you see that? On the inside. This thing right here. Wow. You can't see anything because there's no light in the Tactile Dome. You have to find your way through its crazy maze using just your sense of touch. Sorry, we can't tell you more about it. It's a secret. But when you come here, you can feel what's inside. I don't know about that. I like to see things. Spinning things. Did you ever wish you could spin around like an ice skater or a ballerina? Yes. Here's your chance. Jump onto Monumentum machine. Give yourself a push and around you go. Stick out your leg to slow yourself down. Pull in your leg to speed up again. That's how spinning things work. Interesting. Go for a spin on not Monumentum, Momentum. Momentum machine. I'm trying to read it too fast. Momentum machine. So you never know. There are more than 700 exhibits at the Exploratorium. But you might come here on a day when something special is happening. When the Tibetan monks visited, they chanted sacred songs, drew beautiful pictures with colored sand, and made amazing sculptures out of butter. Really. Butter. Wow. People who came on Worm Day got to find out how wonderful the wiggly creatures could be. I don't know. How wonderful are worms, you guys? How wonderful are worms? Worms. There could be movies or robot races or a famous machine or a musician might be performing. You might be able to watch someone making a violin, weaving a basket, or tying sailor's knots. There might be a blacksmith giving a demonstration in one of the building's big old fireplaces. There could be jugglers or dancers or even TV stars to meet. You never know what might happen when you visit the Exploratorium. Look at that. When the Cardoso Flea Circus came to town, visitors watched trained fleas jump out of miniature cannons and walk tiny tightropes. I don't know, that might freak me out. These tiny little fleas doing little things. I might think that flea's gonna jump on me. I might back up or something. I'm just saying. Back up from these fleas. Well, congratulations, you're a scientist. Yes. You don't have to go to a science museum to learn about science. Every time you think about how the world works or notice something interesting, you're a scientist. When you make shadow pictures on a wall, you're discovering how light works. When you bake cookies, you're experimenting with chemistry. When you ride a bike, you're finding out about how things move. Science isn't just something you learn in school. It's a special way of thinking about the amazing world around you. Aw, the end. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The San Francisco Exploratorium. Beautiful. Wow. Written by Ruth Brown. Wow. Thank you guys so much for being here and listening to me read fun, exciting, and cultural books like the San Francisco Exploratorium. Wow. I'm loving it. I hope you are too. I hope my readings encourage you guys to read. Yes, listening to me read these fun and exciting books and seeing how much I love doing it. I hope to get more readers. I hope you guys read. Maybe someday you can come on here with me and just do some reading. But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Shout out to my grandbabies, Korea, Sanaa, David III, and Kaden. I'm loving, miss you guys so much. Shout out to my mom. My mom's always here. Shout out. Shout out to everybody who's here listening. But if you don't comment, I can't see you, so I can't shout your name out if you don't comment. So please, you can comment. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you. My friend Sadie's always here. Shout out to my girl Kim Ski. Shout out to Patsy, my cousin Patsy and her crew, her family, her babies, who are usually here listening to me read. Thank you, thank you, thank you to Victoria, to Elide, and to Sheena G for sharing my videos. I really, really appreciate you guys, and I hope you are enjoying it too. I hope you're sharing it with people that are actually listening. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and I will see you again tomorrow. But first, I'm going to ask you, don't forget, click like and click share, but go on over to YouTube and smash that subscribe button for me. Smash that subscribe button for me. Audrey's Reading Area on YouTube. Don't forget, you guys. See you tomorrow live. Live. Live at 5 tomorrow. See you soon.